Today on the Hollywood Mix, why Jim Carrey is slamming his new film. Paula Deen heading to the Today Show after her no-show. Plus Depp, Tatum, Fox, box office hunks letting loose, and Bieber bruised as another singer shows off his shiner. You are in the Hollywood Mix. Which pretty boy pop singer got into an ugly boy brawl over the weekend? Welcome to the Hollywood Mix. I'm your host, Jillian Barbary. That's what you call entertainment, a little bit of an edge. We're going to reveal the scuffed up artist later on in the show, but right now, why Jim Carrey is heating up tonight's hot headlines. Funny man Jim Carrey commits a big Hollywood no-no. The star of Kick-Ass 2 is kicking his new movie to the curb before it even hits theaters.
There were more and more people joining us every night.
Colonel Stars and Stripes, reporting for duty.
Carrey plays Colonel Stars and Stripes in the action film, but it's the violence that he's now distancing himself from. Jim took to Twitter to bash the hotly anticipated sequel, posting, quote, "I did Kick-Ass a month before Sandy Hook, and now in all good conscience, I cannot support that level of violence. My apologies to others involved with the film. I am not ashamed of it, but recent events have caused a change in my heart." Well, that prompted a response from Kick-Ass creator and executive producer Mark Miller. He said, quote, "I'm baffled by this sudden announcement, as nothing seen in this picture wasn't in the screenplay 18 months ago. This has a lot of people in Hollywood scratching their heads because Jim liked the first film. That's why he signed on to star in the sequel." Now to someone who might want to get out of the public eye for a while. Paula Deen's reputation taking another hit. Just days after getting fired from the Food Network, word comes today that the culinary queen may lose her deal with the shopping network QVC. Paula is in hot water over recent revelations that she used the N-word, a mistake she admitted to. This apology was released on Friday.
Please forgive me for the mistakes that I've made.
Well, Deen appears to be now in full damage control. She'll be on the Today Show this Wednesday after being a no-show last week. I think it's safe to say they'll be grilling her, don't you think? On to another big story. We're following the body of Soprano star James Gandolfini is back here in the United States as the plans to lay his body to rest are finalized. The late actor's body arrived from Italy late last night. His family thanked Secretary of State John Kerry and former President Clinton for their help in expediting the process. Meanwhile, a funeral for Gandolfini will be held Thursday in New York City. He died last week of a heart attack at 51 years old while vacationing in Rome. Let's switch gears now to a lighter note. In honor of the 4th of July, I've got some good news and some bad news for you. Independence Day fans out there are going to like this one.
We will not finish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Good news first. There's a sequel to the blockbuster coming back to the big screen. The bad news is it will be sans the Smith. Huh? Director Roland Emmerich has revealed that Will Smith will not be back in the sequel because they can't afford him, apparently. He told the New York Daily News, quote, "Will Smith cannot come back because he's too expensive, but he'd also be too much of a marquee name. It would just be too much." I'm a little bummed. I won't be the same without Will Smith. Maybe they could do a prequel with his son Jaden, because I hear he's cheaper. It's just a thought. From a Hollywood giant to a music icon, Elton John's big announcement is music to our ears. The singer just announced his first solo album in 7 years. The Diving Board will arrive in stores and online this September. And now on to a Mad Men shocker from last night's season finale coming from inside the box. Spoiler alert, though. Spoiler alert.
The verdict has been reached.
So what time did this meeting start?
We think it's best for you and the firm if you take some time off and regroup.
Wow, a stunner of all stunners in the season finale of Mad Men. Jessica Holmes joins me now for more on that scene that left everybody freaked out. Don Draper.
Okay, if you recorded it at home, maybe earmuffs, mute for a second. We kind of let the cat out of the bag there, but can you believe it? Don Draper getting dumped? John Hamm's character been unraveling all season. Last night, it finally caught up to him.
I want a return date.
We can't give you that.
You all agree with this?
Try and see it from our side.
All good things must come to an end.
Right.
Period. In the 6th season finale, Draper was well, fired. The bosses at Sterling Cooper and Partners sent him packing after yet another late-night bender. So does Don finally admit his problems and go to rehab? Or does he fly solo? It all sets up for really a ton of great storylines going into season 7.
Right, he could do either. He could have his own company or he could go to rehab, both.
And this will be the final season for Mad Men, so it's expected to really be a juicy one.
Ooh, awesome. All right, so we were predicting weekend box office. I think I got one right.
You sure did. As we were going into the box office battle, turns out Zombies and Superman, no match for Monsters. Disney's Monsters University took home the top spot, bringing in more than $82 million this weekend. World War Z debuted in second with $66 million. And believe it or not, Brad and Company already talking about a sequel. Man of Steel fell to third, but internationally still #1 and has now passed the $400 million mark.
Wow.
Worldwide.
Well, you were busy this weekend because you went to Washington.
I did. And I got to tell you, I love Washington, D.C. What a great city. Headed there this weekend to talk to Channing Tatum and Jamie Foxx, the stars of the new film White House Down. The guys in a good mood, and I wanted to share just a sneak peek of my interview with them. And check out our backdrop, Jillian, to our interview. The White House. He's in the house behind you, most likely. He's in town this weekend. He's back from Europe. You're friends with him?
Yeah, Jamie? I can see he's out there tanning.
Do you want?
He's out there tanning. He wants to make sure he gets the black vote.
Why don't you call him up and watch the movie?
Make sure he gets the black vote. He's got to get, getting his hue right. He's getting his hue.
He's getting his hue right.
Trying to get his hue. And bring the tanning off out there.
Tan on. He's getting the right shade.
The right shade. And he goes on to talk about the president's dog, all sorts of things, a lot more where that came from. Jamie had the whole room laughing, and we will bring that to you tomorrow.
All right, thanks so much, Jess. We'll see you again tomorrow.
All right.
And you don't go anywhere because we're just heating things up right now on The Mix coming up. What kind of games am I playing with an Olympian?
I'm Paula Ono, and you are in the Hollywood Mix.
Then The Mix gallops over to the Lone Ranger to give Johnny Depp a surprise. And The Mix playlist, rewind glam band style. Jeffrey Malone Dawson is in the Hollywood Mix today, all the way from Houston, Texas, y'all. Huge thanks to you for the love, Jeffrey. Well, he's smooth as ice, whether taking home the gold in the Olympics or taking home the mirrored ball trophy for Dancing with the Stars. Now, speed skater Apolo Ono is up to a new game, and I get to play with him. This is the Get.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
I wouldn't have eaten those, but personally.
So, okay, what do I do?
I don't know if I'd put them in there either.
Oh, all right, let me put them right here. 8-time Olympic medal winner Apolo Ono loves a challenge.
Great race by Apollo Anton to take the gold medal. Apollo and
Oh, I'm smooth on the ice too, so, we've got a lot in common.
After scoring the highest marks, John and Jillian were skating on cloud 9. And then, the unexpected.
Now he's putting others to the test.
To succeed on Minute to Win It, all you have to do is roll, hit, grab, balance, stack, hoop, flip, bounce, aim, and slide.
They're not done yet. I'm gonna give you the boom too.
I paid Ono a little visit at the Game Show Network headquarters to show him that I think I've got the goods.
Okay, so this game's called Spoon Frog. You have 60 seconds to do this. Okay. Go. Somebody's been lifting weights. I like it.
It's a little too hard. That was too hard. That was not right. This is going to be.
You can't use your hands. The key is to get the cookie into the eye socket and then use your cheek to inhale it. There you go.
Oh. Hello, matey. Arr. All right. Well, you know what? I've had so much fun here today. You're amazing. Not as easy as it looks, people. So, how did you get involved with this? Because you got a great personality and you're very positive.
I tried to win the money, and then they asked me if I would host it instead. Yeah, I signed up and tried to win the $250,000. No, I didn't.
Oh my God, I was gonna say, that's like a really great story though. What's harder, skating or hosting? Be honest.
They're just totally different.
How often do you strap on the blades?
I haven't truly skated since February 27, 2010. Yeah, it's been a while.
Well, I'm no mathematician, but that seems to be 3 years.
Yeah.
And you've let yourself go, obviously. All right, I think I'll leave the challenges up to Apollo, but not before getting a Hollywood Mix selfie. Nice! And I love how Apolo said nothing to me about the cookie on my forehead that entire interview. Minute to Win It premieres this Tuesday at 8 o'clock on the Game Show Network with 2 back-to-back episodes. All right, the mix is just starting to churn. The men of the Lone Ranger are saddling up, and they're spilling secrets for the mix. Then Girls on Wheels, Hot Girls 2, Roller Derby. Yes, our Lou on the Loose is spinning and crazy. And tug on your tight pants and tease that hair because we're having an 80s flashback for the mix playlist. Don't go anywhere.
There come a time que hemos saber. One good man must wear a mask.
The red carpet premiere of The Lone Ranger had fans screaming hi-ho silver this weekend at Disneyland in California. But before the film canters into theaters July 3rd, we gave our own Steve Patterson the reins to lasso in Johnny Depp.
It's gonna get dramatic, Johnny.
I can feel it. I can feel the drama.
You can sense it.
Yeah.
Once I walked in, I saw you sort of step back.
I had to.
So here's the deal. Well, before we get into the drama with Johnny Depp, first, a little background. All right, so here's the deal. They fly you out to Santa Fe, and then they give you the day to just sort of check out the city before you talk to Johnny Depp. But we are on a mission. Let's go. The mission, get to a custom hat shop in Santa Fe where this guy, Cowboy Scott, made a hat just for Johnny. How cool is that? But first, he's gonna have to pass our test. What we're playing for today is a beautiful custom-made hat by O'Farrell Hat Company here in Santa Fe, made for Johnny Depp, mind you.
Wow.
So
then I win.
You're gonna win. Yeah, this is either gonna be your prize or a parting gift. Either way, you're getting a hat.
But I'm gonna have to work for it.
Here we go. We'll cue dramatic music in post-production, I'm sure. Favorite TV show growing up?
Hogan's Heroes.
Last book you read?
Was Chuck Palahniuk.
Worst car you've ever driven?
A 71 Electra Deuce and a quarter.
Whoa.
A Buick. Yeah.
There's a vision. If starving, which Lone Ranger cast member do you eat first?
Army.
He does look tasty.
Yeah, handsome guy. But probably tastes like, a combination between chicken and steak.
All right,
it's like ostrich, I guess.
We'll go with Army tastes like ostrich. With an answer like that, I gotta give Johnny the win. But now the moment of truth. Would our Hollywood Mix giveaway gift fit? This is custom made.
Wow.
O'Farrell Hat Company here in Santa Fe. They found your style. They think this is the right size.
That looks like, wow.
And if you see your name is in there, custom made for Johnny Depp.
You're not able to zoom in on that. Right? Pure beaver, custom made for Johnny Depp.
You want to try it on? See how it fits?
Fits, man.
Does it fit good?
Fits good. Yeah, you may want to turn it up this way. I don't know.
Yeah, I know you like to get a little bit funky with it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I feel good about this. Johnny Depp, boom, there you go.
Thank you
your
so
very
much.
own hat. That's your party gift. No, I'd say you won.
Thank you, brother. I did win, right?
Yeah.
Because Army tastes like ostrich.
Because you taste like ostrich.
All right, the Lone Ranger and Tonto style is breeding here in Hollywood. I think I could pull that off. I think I could pull off a cowboy hat, people. I mean a hat. It's your quickie of the day. Justin Bieber bruised.
So I decided I was gonna fall down the stairs. And so I did. So that's exactly what I did.
The singer showing off his battle wounds on Instagram. Ouch. And another pop singer's pain. Aaron Carter not shy to show off his black eye and puffy hand, saying he got jumped in a parking lot. Look at that shiner. Though the 25-year-old assured his fans that he's a 6th-degree black belt in Muay Thai, boy, it's rough out there. Well, to keep you in the Hollywood mix, our Lou Parker is down to do just about anything. And in today's Lou on the Loose, you're putting on roller skates. You know what I'm thinking? Kansas City Bombers, Raquel Welch. That's what in my head. Roller derby.
Not exactly that. I actually was a little scared because these girls, they are tough. The pictures I saw before I went there, whoo! Roller derby is fast-paced. It's a full contact sport where ladylike behavior is left in the locker room. And skating, well, it's serious business. Check out my mad skills with a Z.
Immediately when you step on the track, it builds this commitment. It's very much a sport. It's competitive. If you're a better skater, it doesn't matter how good of an athlete you are, the better skater is going to win. I've seen torn ligaments, I've seen broken ankles. It's Yeah, it's not pretty.
It's a game where the thrill of the spill brings fans to their feet, and today I'm channeling my inner warrior on wheels to see what it takes to be an LA Derby doll.
I'm on the loose. Watch out.
I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone.
My crash course is taking place inside the doll factory, built in 2003, where you can expect to come face to face with some of roller derby's best, but don't expect to use real names.
I'm the Hurt Locker.
I'm the Schwartz.
Belle Scorcho.
I'm Sarah Bedlam.
I'm Parker, the Punish Her.
So in a sport where brawling and bruising is expected at every bout, I had to know.
What is not allowed?
You can't elbow, you can't clothesline, you can't hit with your head, you can use your hips.
To be honest, my lesson wasn't without injury.
Oh.
But after just one day of roller derby, this rookie in the rink may have found a new calling.
So my big question is, no more tips. Do I make the team?
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
that looked
my.
scary.
Yeah, just call me Parker Punisher. I actually took those girls out, all three of them, because we were doing this thing called truck and trailer, I think.
Oh, sure,
and
the
I
old
did
truck
the
and trailer.
hip a little too hard and got a little aggressive. But
I've done one of those, but it wasn't in the roller derby rink. Okay, let me ask
way
you.
too much information.
All right, thank you so much, Lou. I don't know what we're going to send you on, but go have fun. All right, now calling all kids of the 80s who could forget hair bands like Cinderella, Twisted Sister, Rat, Poison. Remember the Aquanet? I used to use a whole can. This is the Mix Playlist Rewind. Our music man, Doug Culk, is putting on some eyeliner and lipstick, apparently.
You won't find a band that's more about the glam. I'm mixing it up
In the
with this flashy metal quartet
in the mix with Steel Panther.
and realizing I need to add some serious swagger to my strut. I figure who better for the task than my good buddy Mateo over at Jet Rag in West Hollywood.
You're gonna dress me 80s glam rock style.
Right.
We're going hardcore tonight.
With a little trial
How do you feel about suede?
and some serious error.
I don't know if I could go shirtless on the Hollywood mix.
It didn't take him long
What do you think?
to find me the good-to-go threads.
You ready?
Give me a couple drumsticks. I feel like Tommy Lee right now.
Makeup from Mac, of course.
And now we're ready to rock.
Off to House of Blues and the dressing room where the crude yet rockin' members of Steel Panther
It's a good way to hide the high receding forehead.
felt my 80s makeover.
I don't want this to sound, come off the wrong way, but you got a hot body, bro. You could afford to tighten the pants. See how they hug the leg?
Needed some fine-tuning.
On stage, you want stuff that glitters and attracts younger women. And this really works for that.
Like when he says younger, he means anybody in their 40s or younger.
With a slight adjustment,
That's called flair, baby!
I was good to go.
Yeah!
And ready to rock.
Taking the stage as the fifth member tonight.
Doug totally fitting in as a roadie with all that guy liner. All right, where would you guys like to see Doug next? I know I have my ideas, but we already did Chippendale. So text us or tell us, tweet us at Hollywood_mix. Where would you love to see Doug Culk next? All right, after the break, there are only a few men I let touch my feet. 2 words, Steve Madden. We've got all of the giveaways, all the shoe lovers out there. This is for you. Stick around. Well, the temperatures are starting to top out, and in today's Trends with Benefits, it's time to break out the bare feet and step into the latest summer styles. So I stopped by one of my favorite places, Steve Madden, to get the latest fashion for your feet. It's good to be a girl.
You already know what it is. You got another one, boy. Yeah. Throw it in the bag.
We're taking a walk on the wild side this summer, and Steve Madden is where these stilettos are strutting for the best in shoe this season. It is instant happiness. I don't know how men go without, well, some men go without the sparkle. Everybody needs a little sparkle in their life. So you can find all of the trends for your toes right here. I came out of the woman heels, but a lot of people are into booties, and I'm just starting to get into booties, and I have these ones, and they're just amazing with just the jeans, hacking around, chasing after the kids on a Saturday, and you can still look pulled together without looking like you're trying too hard. Why should strippers be the only ones who get to wear super high, sexy heels? It's just not fair.
The best part of trend spotting with me? I share.
It's time for trends with benefits. I want you guys to have a pair of these sexy heels. This is how you do it.
All right, shoe lovers, time for your benefits. Text the word HEEL to 515151 for your chance to win a special pair of Steve Madden kicks. Good luck.
All right, everybody, I hope we got you back in the mix on this Monday. Tomorrow, ride or die, I'm taking on Tyrese. Peace out. Hey, Jim, the mix is about to go down. Coming up, Apolo Ono is smooth as ice, and tonight I'm playing a new game with the Olympian who takes home the gold. Then we gallop over to the Lone Ranger, giving Johnny Depp a surprise, and the mix playlist rewind, glam band style. Break out your hairspray and your eyeliner, Jim. You don't want to miss this one. Well, the Hollywood mix is about to go down. Coming up, Apolo Ono is smooth as ice. And tonight, I'm playing a new game with the Olympian. Who takes home the gold? That's the question. Then we're going to gallop over to the Lone Ranger, giving Johnny Depp a surprise. And the mixed playlist rewind. We are glamming it up 80s style. Break out that eyeliner. You don't want to miss this one.